Wow, what a gorgeous crowd. Woo, exciting. Okay, talking about crowds, I remember when I started to speak professionally about 10 years ago, I needed a video done. So we had 3 cameras, one for the wide angle, one for the close-up, and one from the back to see the large audience. Now the problem was there was only 20 people in the room. So we kept asking them to move from one section to another so that when we would put all the segments together, it would look like there was a big crowd. I remember my first paid speaking engagement. I got a phone call from an organization who wanted me to train their sales force. They asked for my rate. I didn't have a corporate rate. So I go, 250? So they say, okay, so for 4 hours, that would be $1,000. I meant 250 for the whole thing, right? So I go, yes, that's correct. So we booked a date, and I got the gig. Oh, I got the gig. The truth is, when I hung up the phone that day, I felt like a fraud. See, I remember sitting in my office, hearing this nasty voice in my head telling me, you're not a real professional speaker. You don't deserve a $1,000 paycheck for an afternoon gig. The video that I had made to make the crowd look bigger than it was, the made-up corporate rate, none of it was real. I was just trying to look more than I really was because somehow I felt like just me was not enough. So your logical mind can handle 5 to 9 things at a time. So that's why you can check your participants' form in your body pump class at the same time that you count the reps, follow the beat, and still notice the dude at the back that's only there to check out the girl's butt when they squat. So we multitask all the time. Now let's say you're driving to a new address. Music is on, windows are down, and then as you get closer to the address, you start looking at the numbers on the houses. Put your hand up if you ever had to lower the music on the radio. Anyone? Keep your hand up. Look around. See, a lot of you do that unconsciously, right? Because when you have the foot on the brake and the accelerator, and then you notice the red light ahead, the kid that's about to cross the street, the woman that's going to cut you off, and the dude in the car beside you winking at you, gross. So when you add looking at the numbers on the houses, the music becomes the one too many. Working hard. Let's say you have your goal and then you're working towards your goal. You get up super early. You journal in the morning. You accept clients from 5 a.m. until 9 p.m. You take your kids to school and sports and between your fitness classes. You post on social media. You prep your clients' workout. And you're still living paycheck to paycheck. The harder you work, the more exhausted you feel. You have zero life balance and you feel like you're going further and further and further away from your dream. It is like you're trying to go to Halifax, but you are in an aircraft that's flying to Vancouver, right? So you can work as hard as you can, but you feel like you're never gonna get there if you stay in that aircraft. So who wants to get off that plane? Problem is, people get up in the morning and they look at themselves in the mirror and they go, I'm so tired. I'm so stressed out. I think I'm getting fat. So your personal assistant writes it down. What's on my life plan? Tired. What can I do for this? Oh, I know. I'm going to keep her awake all night, so she's going to be really tired. Check. Stressed out. What can I do? Oh, I got something. I'm going to make her forget something at home. She's going to have to turn around on the 401. That's going to be stressful, right? Check. I am getting fat. Easy one. I can surely find a chocolate bar or something deep fried for her to eat today. Check. So you want to be careful what you ask your personal assistant, right? What if you hire a contractor and you ask them to paint your kitchen not blue? Your contractor is not going to know what you want, right? My clients do this all the time. They keep telling me what they don't want. I don't want to be stressed out anymore. I don't want to be impatient with my kids. I don't want to rush everywhere, and I don't want to be broke. Their personal assistant writes it down. Stress, rush, impatient, and broke. If your clients are programmed to believe that exercise is hard, and do you know why they think exercise is hard? Because we keep telling them, push through the pain, feel the burn, no pain, no gain, don't give up. We have to be very careful when we talk to our clients too, right? Because their personal assistant is always listening. You know what's going to happen? If they believe that exercise is hard, and what if they're programmed to believe that they will always gain the weight back? Let's say that they start working out with you, and then they start enjoying themselves because you're awesome, right? Let's say that they love exercising, then their personal assistant goes in panic mode. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing my job. Oh, she's liking it, she's supposed to hate it, and now she's losing all this weight, and she's supposed to be overweight. What can I do? Oh, I'm gonna make her land funny on that Bosu ball so that she's gonna injure herself, she's gonna not be able to train anymore, she's gonna gain the weight back. Whew, did my job, check. We have to keep progressing even when we face setbacks. Let's say you're driving home after work and there's a tree blocking the road. Are you gonna turn around and be like, oh gosh, I'm never gonna be able to get home again? Well, I really love my kids and my spouse, I'm never gonna see them again, that's too bad, I'll have to find a new home and I'll buy all new furniture. No way, right? You would just walk home, or you'd go around and find another route, or you'd take a chainsaw and cut the tree, right? There's no obstacle that could get you to abandon your family and your home. Now here's a lesson that I have learned from the work that I do with a school in Haiti. I don't need to tell you that Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the world. I have seen children eat half of their one scoop of rice that they get for lunch at school and then climb over the fence and give the other half to their parents because food is scarce. They have nothing. So one night we're sitting in the courtyard and I'm teaching them the circle of excellence. You know, you draw a circle on the floor, and when you don't feel good, you step in that circle and you power pose and it makes you feel better. So they're listening, they're attentive because they love to learn. So Angelina asked, okay, got this. When are we going in the circle again? And then I go, well, you know, when you don't feel good, when you're not happy. So she thinks about it. Aren't we happy all the time? Oh. So now I'm just about to cry, I don't know what to say, and I go, well, you know, you don't worry about this technique, you guys don't need that here, this is just for us in Canada when we're not happy, we do this. Yeah, that's what I said, not my proudest moment. So Jouvencely, one of the twin brothers, takes my hand. What? You're not happy in Canada? You have everything in Canada. So then by this time I'm bawling, so he gives me a big hug, and all the kids join in to console me because poor me, I'm not happy in Canada. Right? So if these little human beings that have nothing can be happy all the time, I think we're going to be okay. We have so much to learn from children. Have you ever seen an infant that's trying to walk for the first time, that falls over and over, that ever said, no, that's too hard, it's not for me. Doesn't matter, just gonna crawl. No way, right? Because right now I'm not talking about a tree blocking the road to get you to your home. I'm talking about something a lot more important than your home. I'm talking about you, your life. You matter. Then talk to your personal assistant. Love yourself. And lead the world, ladies! And guess what?